Today we're trying to win the game without casting a single spell. Well, hello there, random person on the internet, and you've seen the title. Let's see if we can legitimately win a game of Magic without ever casting a single spell. Also, what the hell is this? That looks like I finally made some merch. That's right, and you can get it right now on MTGGoldfishmerch.com. Okay, maybe after watching this video. Actually, I'll just leave a link in the comments so we can get going here. They do look pretty sick though, I gotta say. Alright, here we are. Wait. Those cards are not on Arena. Ah, yeah, the actual ad read for cardkingdom.com. Your place to go if you want these cards or anything Magic related. Check them out, link is in the description. Now, even if these cards would be on Arena, we couldn't cast any of them because we, well, can't cast spells today. So instead we have to cheese out our opponent by using only abilities like attacking with creature lands and discarding cards for abilities like channeling or cycling. This is literally the first game after going 4-2 against Sparky in playtesting, which at least means we can close out games. Let's see what our opponent is up to. Castle Ventress tapped. We're just gonna play a tap land as well. Depending on what they're trying to do, we will actually have some interaction next turn. Lotus Field taps for 3 mana, but when it enters the battlefield, they have to sacrifice 2 lands. Oh, yep, and they counter the trigger with a Stifle. Ah, yeah, that's frightening. Let's see how they feel about this one though. Kalni Garden. When it enters the battlefield, we create a fearsome 0/1 plant token. Pass the turn. Yeah, this is not going too great so far. Castle Ardenvale, and they pass back. Well, at least their counter spells are gonna be useless against us. Unfortunately, half of our hand is probably gonna be useless against them, like this Choking Tethers, which we can just discard to cycle end of turn here. When we cycle it, we can tap a creature, decline the trigger, draw a card, and yeah, play another Triumph. Pass the turn. Let's just hope they go easy on us here. Ah, yeah. Do we just scoop here? I mean, there's no way we can beat this, right? They plus Teferi, draw a card, untap 2 lands next end step. Island. Well, it's not gonna kill him, but let's send a message. Channel Twin Shot Sniper to shoot 2 damage at Teferi. End step trigger, they untap 2 lands. Not looking too good. Cycle Jidaro Wandering Monster to draw a card and shuffle it into a library. If we cycled a card named Jidaro 4 or more times this game, we would put it onto the battlefield instead. Are they gonna lock us out of the game with Teferi way before this happens? Most likely. Play an island, pass the turn, and step they use Castle Ardenvale to create a 1/1 human token. Yeah, I mean, I don't see any way we can beat this. Plus Teferi, draw a card. Archmage's Charm to draw 2 cards? Well, it's not like they could use it as a counter spell anyways. Foretells a card, swings in for 1. End of turn, they untap 2 lands. Let's discard Herd Migration in response, search for a basic land and gain 3 life. They discard to hand size. I mean, at least we can check if they have removal. Play land and activate Restless Vinestalk. It turns into a 5/5 creature with trample that when it attacks turns another creature into a 3/3. Wow, and we actually get to declare attackers here? Swing both at Teferi, turn the plant into a 3/3. They create another 1/1. That's a blocker, but the Vinestalk has trample. Oh, did we just take down a Teferi without casting a single spell? I mean, that's already a win in my book. Another Archmage's Charm to draw 2 cards. They gotta have so many useless counter spells in hand right now. Oh my god. Wow, did we just win the first game right out the gates? That can't count as a real win though. Here we go, game number 2, and this hand's got it all. The Shigeki Sky Turtle Loop already made an appearance on this show when we used it to repeatedly blow up the opponent's permanents. This time we don't have Fires of Invention to abuse it, but we can use it to eventually grind out enough value to get there if the opponent doesn't just easily kill us before, which is very likely. Steam Vents tapped, okay. And we draw a Shark Typhoon. Alright, now we got a win condition as well. See what our opponent is up to. Sacred Foundry tapped, so they're probably on Jeskai control. Well, apparently we can beat a Teferi, so we should be fine. Cycle Jidaro, shuffle it into our library. Play a land. Pass the turn, and now we even have our own counter magic up with this Mirror Shell crap. Let's see if we can get our opponent with it. No. Are they just gonna keep up counter magic as well? Well, I got bad news for them. We're never gonna cast a single spell. Channel Careful Cultivation to create a creature token that taps for mana. Draw land, play it, pass the turn, and they did nothing? Are we leaving them with a handful of useless counterspells again? Hallowed Fountain tapped. And they pass again. Cycle Shark Typhoon for x equals 3, create a 3/3 flying shark token, and wow, now we actually got somewhat of a clock here. Oh, and they don't have removal? I mean, we're just gonna play land and pass back here. They're probably planning on blowing up the board next turn, but now we even got the counter to stop them. Oh, Supreme Verdict. Can't be countered. Destroy all creatures. Never mind then. Well, end of turn, cycle Shocking Tethers, draw a card. Oh, we draw a second Jidaro, cycle it, halfway there. Let's keep up mana to counter their spells, and next turn we can start the Shigeki loop to try and outvalue them with Shark Typhoon tokens. Oh my god, and they scoop him up again. I guess we did it, we cracked the meta, 100% win rate. Okay, turns out it's actually incredibly hard to legitimately win a game without casting spells. Sure, I got some salty control players that scoop because they couldn't use their counter spells, and sometimes the opponent is mana screwed and concedes before they realize that we don't really pose a threat. We basically play a deck full of overcosted and underpowered interaction and just have to hope that it lines up with whatever the opponent is throwing at us. The Colossal Sky Turtle can bounce creatures, Choking Tethers can tap down attackers, Mirror Shell Crab is a counterspell. Eventually, we got matched up against this intro deck level Boros pile, and we're still only barely hanging on to a life total. But then we hit them with the Flash 4/4 Flying Shark out of nowhere, and the next turn kill their 5-drop by discarding a Carnosaur for 3 damage. This was gonna be the game to win. But then they had the removal for a blocker and swung for lethal. Not so fast though, because not only did we have the Boseiju to blow up the enchantment to get back our blocker, we also have the 1/1 blocker to flash in against their 3/1. But even if all things line up this perfectly, we still need to deal with every threat and still need to find a way to actually kill our opponent. At some point we can channel Shigeki for enough mana to get back our interaction, slowly grind out value while trying to stay alive, and after about half an hour of egregiously inefficient and uneventful magic, with only 1 life left, we finally turned it around with a 9/9 Shark token and the 4th Jidaro cycle to finally get the big turtle on the board, bounce one of their blockers, and swing for lethal, finally winning a game without casting a single spell. And I'd say that's gotta be worth tapping that like button for right there. Want to see me actually cast some spells? Well, check out last episode where we triple our tokens. This video and more all in this playlist. Remember to tap that like button, subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next one.